Hey guys, Ben Crosswhite here, and today I want to talk to you about one of the hardest calisthenic body weight exercises there is, the pull-up. And the pull-up is also, in my opinion, one of the best exercises you can do, body weight driven, and is mainly a posterior chain, but also a lot of people forget and don't realize a lot of core is involved as well. It's one of the 5 muscle groups that is involved in doing a good, efficient pull-up. And so when you do a pull-up, you're gonna work a lot of the back muscles, specifically rhomboids, lats especially, biceps, levators, some of the smaller muscles there, and then also your core. And it's gonna be one of the best things that you can do, so always throw it in, but there's a lot of progressions that you can do as well. So the first one is a scapular retraction. A lot of people don't do this. A lot of people will come down halfway or right before they can extend the shoulder blades and rotate them out and pull with their back. And you can see in the video here that I'm not using a good scap retraction. So here is a good way to do scapular retractions and hanging, doing dead weight. It's gonna help with your grip strength, your bicep strength, but also all those small muscles that help to bring those shoulder blades together. And it's gonna rotate, pulling in the stronger muscle groups first that support the shoulder blade, and then you're gonna work the biceps and some of the smaller ones after to get up to the very top. So make sure you do that progression. Make sure you focus on good scapular retractions. The next is gonna be eccentric pull-ups. Now, I like doing eccentric because it's the same movement, and you can always do more weight in any eccentric movement than you can concentric movement. So the eccentric movement is gonna be the exact same format, except coming down, doing a negative. You're working all the same muscle groups, and it's something that you can do by just jumping up or standing on a box and coming down as slow as you can, and you're working those muscle groups, getting them developed and stronger, and it's more of a posterior activation and post-activation potentiation, I should say. And then you can develop into an actual pull-up, doing 1 reps, 2, 3, on up to 10 or more. Now, a lot of people can't even do 1 pull-up. So you have to do these progressions in order to get to a good, decent amount of pull-ups with good form. Now, the kipping pull-up that you're seeing now is not one of my favorites, mainly because you're not activating a lot of muscle groups efficiently. You're using a lot of body weight momentum. There is a technique to it, so I know that is a big thing in CrossFit, getting a lot of reps very quickly. I don't like rushing things and rushing exercises, especially something like a pull-up. You wanna keep good contraction, good concentration, and be intentional about doing it. So you wanna go slow, have good form, focus on the muscle groups you're working, concentrate on them with good form, and then you're gonna progress more and more and more. Not that kipping is always bad. I don't like it. I don't think it's something that you should do on the regular. Now, the next thing is the grips. So there's different kinds of grips that you can have. Supinated, you can have pronated grip, you can have a neutral grip in the middle. I'm doing mainly overhand pronated grip, and that is technically defined as a normal pull-up. So the supinated that you see here in the video is great for biceps. It's one of the best exercises for the biceps. All 3 heads, it's gonna work great. And if you're not trying to work the biceps, I wouldn't do them. I'd stay away from them. They're still great to do, but the overhand grip is gonna be the main back muscle strengthening posterior chain as a whole exercise to keep into your regimen. So again, one of the main thing pull-ups are really great for is activating that posterior chain. That is one of the weakest body segment linkages in your body, typically in females more than guys. And mainly because everything you do day-to-day living is gonna be anterior involved. So a lot of shoulders, front delt, and chest, and more on the anterior side than the posterior side. And there's a lot of body weight exercises that people do at home that don't involve any weight or workout equipment, so you're never gonna build the back efficiently, because there's really nothing you can do to target the back specific with body weight movements. Now, you can do certain things that might activate some supporting muscles in the back, but nothing that's gonna be like a pull-up, and you need to strengthen that posterior chain efficiently and help with the kyphotic curvature, help with back strengthening, paraspinal strengthening. All of that is gonna help keep your spine healthier and ultimately leading to less injuries in the future. So the pull-up is one of the best things. And I think we know that by now. But make sure you do it properly. Make sure, as you can see in the video, I'm doing a scapular retraction with the actual pull-up itself using my biceps. But the first movement is gonna be rotating the shoulder blades, engaging those smaller muscles and the lats, which are the biggest muscle, and then your biceps are engaged secondly. If it's the opposite, your biceps will stay engaged the entire time and you won't efficiently work your lats, which is what you're trying to hit on this. Keep your core tight. You can see I'm not swaying a lot. I'm keeping it controlled, and I'm keeping the movement pattern very consistent. It's not going quick up or quick down and vice versa. It's a very fluid movement, and I'm keeping my abs engaged. It's hard to see, but I'm keeping my core really tight. And another thing is I'm keeping my glutes tight. A lot of people forget about that too. So squeezing the glutes, get a good, nice grip, bringing scapular retraction in together first, driving in the shoulder blades, and then pulling at the biceps second, getting chin above the bar, and squeezing at the top, which is gonna hit rhomboids more at the top. So hope this helped. Let me know if you have questions. The pull-up is one of the biggest misconceptions out there on how to do it properly. I've seen a lot of videos, and honestly, there's a good way to do them, there's a bad way to do them, but there's a lot of in between. There's a lot of ways that, depending on what your goals are and strength training program looks like, what you have access to, is to if it's good or not for you. So keep that in mind. Shoot me questions if you have them. Subscribe if you haven't already, and putting out a video every week. See you next time.